In this example, we are doing almost the same thing, but this time we are using a function to store the average salary in the EMP table in the vsal variable. Again, server output is on. We declare our variables vsal, and once again select avg vsal or sal into sends the output to this variable. Finally, we use the dbms output line and we print the result. Let's run this script. Average salary is 6,515. One more example using if statement. This example uses if statement, very simple if statement, and it starts with set server output on. We declare one variable, the value is 9. Then we have begin, the execution section is here. If the number is less than 10, print this, otherwise don't do anything. This is an if without else. So you see if must end with end if. Inside the end if, outside the end if, so it printed it this one because 9 is less than 10. Another example with else in if statement next. This example now uses if else. This is an example that asks the user to enter a number and then checks if the number is even or odd. Look at the syntax. If mod, which is a function that gets the remainder of division by a certain number, then, so if, then, you do whatever statement is here if this condition is true. Else, you do the other thing. This is not a nested if, and as usual you need to end your if block by end if. Let us see how this thing runs. Look at the ampersand here. Let us see if this thing runs. There is an error. This thing should be in quotes. So now you will be asked to enter a number here, number. The default will tell you please enter something if you use the ampersand. Let us run. Now we enter 55, for example. The 55 is odd. Let us enter another number, 66. The number is even, as you see in the output here. Of course, you can remove this block if you want and use a number directly, like 60 here. Then there is no need for input. And we're gonna run it here. You get 60 is even. If I go back to the previous code, see again, ampersand and the text. When you run it, you get what is wrong here. Okay, nothing. Enter a value for number. So number, the word number is written here. One more example on nested if next. This example is a nested if example. We need some more space here. So let's look at the code again. Declare, enter a place. So here, let me just remove this, make it place. So if this is a varchar 30, if v place is equal to this, then do this. Else if, you keep doing else if until you reach the final else. And again, don't forget the end if at the end of the if statement. So you can use as many as else if you have a final condition where none of the above else ifs were true, then you can use the else statements. Let us run this. Enter a place. Let me write Amazon. Okay, make sure you take care of the case here because it does not ignore case. So we get the output here at the bottom of the screen. If it's not visible to you, I'll make it visible now. Here we get the city is protected by here. Let's go to loops now. Now we see the first example on loops, okay. Declaring two counters, then we start with a loop. The loop starts here and ends here, loop and end loop. You need to make sure you exit from the loop. This is done here with the word exit. So here we are using if statement. If v counter is greater than 10, then exit. Make sure you end if here. So here we will be incrementing the counter. If we reach this condition, it will exit. Let me run this. It will print some values here. Let us see what happens. Make sure we run this again. So we get the output of this anonymous block. You still can change this one by using exit when. So you can type here exit when the counter is equal to greater than 10. Then there is no need for all the other if statement. Let us run this block. We got the same output. There are some other types of loops. We'll see some more next. Here we see a while loop. See, while loop is a pre-test loop. So the condition is here. There is no need to any exit condition inside the block. The continuation condition is on top of the block. Every time you come back, it's tested against this condition. Okay, we are doing the same thing. The loop body starts here, the loop body ends here. But every time you come back, we need to check this condition. I expect this to give us the same output. Again, we got the same output when we use this anonymous block. So now we have while, then you have the condition here. Of course, you can have compound conditions like or and mix of those things. We'll see one more while loop next. This is almost exactly the same as the first example, and here we see exit when, rather than using if condition then exit. So here we say exit when. This is very specific style used in PL SQL. Loops are very useful and they are very simple in PL SQL. However, you need to just pay some more attention to the syntaxes and the reserved words because they are not similar to the new programming language or the one you are used to. That's all about this.